Hey smart marketers, welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to share you some strategies to improve your English speaking skills. If you are a freelancer from Bangladesh and struggling with your English speaking skills, then this video is for you. Just follow these strategies and be confident in English. Well, I have divided this plan of actions into 3 levels. You see here this level 1, which deals with speaking. So the title I have used here, that this speaking without hesitation. This means once you can speak for 30 minutes or for 60 minutes without any hesitation, I mean for a longer period of time, then you have actually acquired the skill to pass this level, and then you can move on to the next level. So at this level 1, we totally focus on speaking. We would not focus on pronunciation or any grammatical items. We totally focus on speaking. So our target is to learning to express our inner feelings, our opinions. We would pass our any message to the audience without any hesitation. There will be no barrier. So that's the target we have in this level. So once we can speak for a longer period of time without any hesitation, we have actually passed this level 1, and then we'd move on to level 2. So at this level we would totally focus on pronunciation. Because in the previous level we didn't focus on grammars and pronunciation, so we would have a lot of issues on pronunciations, and this pronunciation is very important, because if you make any mistakes in this pronunciation, any deviation in the pronunciation can actually mislead your audience. The message can be a different one, because you just made any change, any different pronunciation you made. This can mean or refer to a different word of different meaning. So that's why for a smooth communication you need proper and accurate pronunciation. So at this level, level 2, we would totally focus on pronunciation, and once we become confident enough that we can say that yes, I am correct on the pronunciation on at least 80% of my words, then you actually passed this level 2. And then you'd move on to level 3, which is actually optional. So I have labeled it as optional because once you pass level 2, you would be confident enough to handle any conversation in English, any client dealing, anything. So for a freelancer, this level 3 is a luxury. So if you are a freelancer and if you are not that much passionate about English, you need not to move on here for level 3. You can just totally skip this one. Otherwise, if you are very passionate and you want to be an advanced learner, advanced speaker and writer in English, then you have to come here. You have to work on these structures, different sentence patterns and context. So this kind of advanced topics we would cover here in this level 3. So this is just a short overview of these levels. Now let me go to this strategy for for level 1. So this strategy, so this live dubbing, you see the word, so I have coined it. I don't know whether this is used any other places, I don't know. So I have just created by myself this live dubbing. So what I mean by this, so we are very exposed to dubbed movies. We watch a lot of Tamil movies, a lot of Korean or Chinese movies. So those movies, we watch them in either in Hindi or in Bangla or English. So but their original language is not Hindi or Bangla. So we are actually dubbing those languages into another language. The characters, all the settings, everything is the same. The only change is the language. So that's the same thing you will do in your real life. We have a real life where we are encountering different incidents, different conversations. So in a 24-hour day, we have such incidents, such conversations multiple times. What we are gonna do here So we are going to dub those conversations in our life into another language. So our target language is English and our mother tongue or our mother language is Bangla. So we are going to interact in Bangla in our real life, and we would just dub them in English. So all of them, which means we would have a Bangla life and we would have another English life. So two different ambience. How we can do this? So we would take help of this idea of two worlds to implement this live dubbing strategy. So how this will work? We have a real life, so which is actually our Bangla world. I termed this as Bangla world. So in our Bangla world, all the conversations, so everything will be in Bangla. That's our usual life. We'll have another world, which is English world, and in this English world there is only English. Only one language is permitted there. So any characters there, they knows only English. So that's a different ambience, right? So we'll have two worlds. One is Bangla world and another is English world. So now let me show you how this thing will help you to improve your English speaking. So if I show you this example, so this will make this easier. So if you see this man, he is actually talking with this rickshaw driver. Maybe he will go somewhere, so he needs this rickshaw and he's talking to him. Maybe he's bargaining on the charge. Maybe he's informing. He's talking on the place where he wanna go. So the location, the destination. So this kind of introductory or initial sentences they are exchanging to fix on the journey. So once they are fixed, they will start the journey. And then they will just go on, and if you are a talkative person like him, so you will go into actually gossiping with him on different topics. So it depends on your personality. If you are a talkative, you love to talk, so your conversation will be a longer one. So that's the thing. So he is actually gossiping with him, and then at one point, so you will reach your destination and you will get down. So now you just got down and you would walk to your final destination, which may be a few minutes walk, maybe somewhere to nearby area, maybe this building. So you would walk to this building and it will take a few minutes, for example 5 minutes. So now you will utilize this 5 minutes. You would dive into your English world. So what you will do, you just recreate this conversation. Just you done in your Bangla world. You just completed this whole conversation in Bangla with the rickshaw puller. So you will just recreate this scene or this conversation in your English world. That's the thing you will do now in this a few minutes you have. So once you reach there, then probably you will meet some other guys and you will have another conversation. Then again you will dive into your English world and you will convert, or you will just recreate that conversational scene into your English world. So that's the strategy, live dubbing. So anything you just face in your real life, you will dub it into your English world. So that's the thing. You will have two worlds, Bangla world and English world. Anything happens in your Bangla world, you dive into your English world, and again you would switch back to your Bangla world, and then again to your English world. So this process will go on your whole day. So you will have a lot of things. You will face so many people in your life in a day. So the same life you will convert into English. You will just think that what would have happened if I were in England or USA. So the same thing you will just create it in your imagination. That's the thing. And this English world, this idea is so powerful because in your English world there is no one to criticize you, there is no one to find fault on your speaking, so you are just like a king there. So you have no fear. So that's the thing. you have to just live in two different worlds, your Bangla world and your English world. And some people may think that okay, I would recreate all those conversational scenes in my English world at the end of day, so in the night when I'd go to sleep. So no, that's not going to help you, because you cannot remember all those incidents happening the whole day. So you have to do that instantly, just pay off instantly. Once anything happened, any conversation with anyone, just recreate this in your English world. So that's the thing you have to do. And to do that, you may face some issues. Sometimes you'll struggle finding words and finding some sentence patterns. So you have to go to ChatGPT. So this is a screenshot from ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT like this: কার্জন হল যাবো ভাড়া কত? So this type of sentences we make when we talk to any rickshaw driver. So কার্জন হল যাবো ভাড়া কত? So I instructed this ChatGPT like this: how English people will tell it. So then you will find English equivalent sentences which are natural English. So you see some sentences here: how much is the fare to Curzon Hall, or how much to Curzon Hall. This one short, concise, and I think this is more natural for this Bangla conversation, this sentence. So how much to Curzon Hall? Curzon Hall er bhara koto? So you must use this ChatGPT for newer words, for any kind of sentence, any kind of situation you cannot recreate. Just come here and take help from this ChatGPT. So that's very powerful. You have to use this one. So in this level 1, the strategy, this live dubbing. So you will have two worlds: your real world, which is Bangla world, and you will have another world, English world. So where you are just the king and you will lead that world. So if you practice in this way, if you follow these strategies, so after a few days, maybe after a few weeks, you'll find yourself speaking without hesitation. So you'll be confident enough. So if you're a slow learner, you might take 2 months. If you are a fast learner, within a few weeks, maybe 1 month is pretty enough for you. You have to be, you have to be swim in the water of English. So if you follow this strategy, English world, then you will have that ambience, that environment of English society. You are creating in your imagination. So this will help you to learn all of those sentences, words and situations. So you have to follow this, and once you can just speak without hesitation for a longer period of time, you just passed this level, and then you have to go to level 2. At this level, we would focus on pronunciation. So we have to refine our pronunciation. If we go to this strategy part, in this strategy, so we have to be exposed to the listening. We have to watch a lot of movies, podcasts, and audios, so whatever you like. So for the podcast, this is nowadays very popular, and you'll find this podcast in BBC. So I usually watch podcast from BBC. Their English is too much standard, so you can go to here. So I have searched like this one, this BBC podcast, you see. So you'll find all those videos from BBC podcast, and you may also go for this kind of videos podcast to their website. So it depends on your choice. And if you look at their topics, this is how to deal with stress. So this kind of topic, stress, this is related to everyone. So night's sleep, how to get your best night's sleep, and you will find this kind of topics depending, they have their topics covers politics, your personal life, social life, so technology. So you will find topics on your choice. So just watch them. So I have here opened a podcast from BBC. So how reading changes the way your brain works. Let me show you this one. Yeah.
For reading.
We think of language as natural, and reading is written language, so it must be natural, but it isn't.
You must notice that this natural, so she twice she pronounced the word natural. We usually pronounce natural, but she pronounced as natural. So let me check it in dictionary. So this is Cambridge. So let me write this word. So natural. So this natural. So if I open this word in this dictionary, so listen to this.
Natural. Natural.
So this is actually natural, and she also pronounced as natural. So this is the standard pronunciation. So if I go back to my this presentation, so here we would listen to movies, podcast, and audios. So depending on our choice. And we have to very carefully listen to their speaking, and we have to rectify our incorrect pronunciation from these movies and podcast. And then we have another powerful pronunciational tools you can practice here from these dictionaries, Oxford and Cambridge. You may find other dictionaries as well, but these two dictionaries are, I think, very popular and trustworthy. And very often this Oxford dictionary is labeled as the Bible of dictionary. So you know the power of these dictionaries. So what you will do in your browser, you will have two tabs. Here I have this tab for this Cambridge, and I have another tab for this Oxford. So you must keep them dedicated, these two tabs for these two dictionaries. So how we can use them, let me show you. So I have this chart. I'm going to explain this later on. So I have these two words here, level and this level. We pronounce them similarly. We don't make any difference when we pronounce these two words, but they are actually distinct in their pronunciation. So I have copied them, and I'm gonna paste it in the dictionary. So here, so I have this one. So listen carefully.
Level. Level.
So this is level. So we have this mic here, this speaker. So we have this speaker here, and once you click here, you will hear the pronunciation, and you have this sound written there as well. If you know the IPA, you can read them as well. So we don't need them because we have this this speaker here, and you can read all those meanings if you want to learn them. It depends on your learning craving. Let me check the other word. This one.
Label. Label.
This is label. So you see the difference between these two words. So one is actually level, and this is actually label. Level, and this is label. So they are distinct in their pronunciation, but people in Bangladesh, we tend to pronounce them in the same way. So that's not correct. So then we have this word, this plumber. So we pronounce it as plumber, but that's incorrect. So this doubt, this word, if you look at here, so we have a B that is silent. In Bangladesh, we pronounce it correctly, doubt. We don't pronounce this B. The same B is this one, this silent B. So this is actually plumber. The UK people pronounce it like plumber, and the USA people pronounce it like plumber. So plumber and plumber. So B is silent. This is plumbing. And then we have this word desert. It has another pronunciation as desert. So desert means any dry sandy land. and dessert, which is actually the sweet items, light sweet items we take usually after any heavy meal, like after dinner or lunch. So this sentence, the I love the dessert or dessert, so the meaning of the whole sentence depends on the pronunciation of this single word. So if you pronounce dessert, the meaning will be different from if you pronounce dessert. So dessert and dessert, so depends on your pronunciation. So you have to be very correct and accurate in your pronunciations for the correct meaning. So this potential, that's wrong. So this is potential, this shall. So this is essential, this is initial. And this word local, so local market, local airs, that's wrong. So the correct pronunciation is local. So this is low, not lu. Lu and low different. So local. So local airs, local service business, local, locally. And this is total, totally. And this one, pixel, that's wrong. The correct one is pixel. So we have to learn in this way. We have to fine tune on our pronunciation. And this chart you see, this is IPA chart, International Phonetic Alphabet. So any alphabet in any language, they are actually variable. They varies in different situations, their pronunciation. But this IPA, they are actually static. I mean, they are constant. They will never change their sound. So to write any pronunciation in any dictionary, so the expert use this IPA alphabet. So if you learn them, it will be very easier for you to read any pronunciation. And it will take at best 30 minutes to learn them, because most of 90% things are you know already. So but this is not very necessary to learn, because in dictionary you have the speaker. You can play the speaker for hearing the sound. So in this vowel, so most of them are, if you are a Bangladeshi, they're easier to pronounce. But in this consonant, you will find a few alphabet, so which are actually hard for Bangladeshi people to pronounce. We make a lot of mistakes on a few consonants. So I'm going to focus on those consonants. For example, this jaw. This is one jaw, this is another jaw, and this is another jaw. So English has 3 jaw, and we make a lot of issues, incorrect pronunciations, we Bangladeshi people. So I'm gonna focus on these 3 jaws, and in this S and this one shaw, so and shaw. So we make issues on these 2 as well. So I'm gonna focus only on these 3 and 2, on these 5 sounds. So before doing that, let me show you and compare with my Bangla language. So we have 3 jaw in Bangla, but we don't make any difference, any distinction between the sound of these 3 jaw. So if you look at here, so jol, and this jama, so jaw, jol, jama, jibon. So this is the pronunciation of jaw, the sound of this jaw. And this jorna, jor, juli. So what is the difference between this jaw and this one? If you compare here, jaw, jhal and jal. This is jal, fishing net, jal, and this is jhal. So the difference is we actually put more force on this one. There is no other difference, just only force is difference. So jal and this is jhal. And if you come here, this jom, we pronounce it like jom dot, right? So jom, and if I write like this one, and how you'll pronounce it, this is jom, this jaw, jom, this is jom, and this is jom. So we pronounce in the same way in modern Bangla, right? So no difference between this jaw, and very slight difference with this one. So we can say that we don't make any difference when we pronounce this Bangla jaw. But in English, these 3 jaw totally different. So they are different one. This jaw, they are totally different and distinct. So let me show. So this jaw, you will find this jaw from J, G and D most very often. So this large, this one large, this is jaw. This jaw is very similar to this jaw, right? So that's why this is very easier to pronounce if you are a Bangladeshi. So this jaw, this is large, and this is this J. So jaw, this jaw, ja, and this is another jaw. So judge, this one is judge. This is large, this is judge, and this is this D, jaw, this jaw, gradual. So this is gradual, large, judge, gradual. And this one, this jaw, this is actually jaw. This is jaw, and this is jaw, jaw, and this is jaw. So if you look at these examples like zebra, so this is actually zebra, but we Bangladeshi people pronounce it like zebra. No, that's wrong. Zebra, wrong. So this is zebra or zebra. So it has two pronunciations. So zebra or zebra. And any s after the verbs, third person singular number, you know, that plays, this z, this zo, plays, goes, and this kind of verbs ending with ise, this cluster, customize, you have this zo, customize, and advertise, realize, organize. So we have some plurals, not all plurals, some plurals with this zo. Boys, if you say boys, this s. So in plurals we have this s as well, this s, like cats, that's actually this s, and for in this word this is boys. If you pronounce like boys, like with the use of this s, boys, then it will be actually our boys, our tone, that's boys. This is boys. For this plural s or z, you know, it has some rules and regulations, so I'm not going there. And this is jaw. This is quite a different one, and this is not present in Bangla. That's why we have to focus on this one. We have these two sounds in Bangla, but we don't have this one in Bangla. That's why we make a lot of issues pronouncing this one. So this is jaw, this is zo, and this is jaw. When you pronounce this one jaw, your throat will you know, tremble, it will fluctuate, you know, that's the difference. So jaw, this is jaw, this is jaw, and this is jaw. For example, casual, this is casual, and this is prestige. So we people pronounce it like prestige, that's wrong. This is prestige, and the adjective is a different one. The adjective is you see this one, this is the this jaw. So we have this here, so this is jaw, and this is as jazz. So prestigious, this is prestigious, this is a different one. So we have this message and we have this message, so they are actually different. But people in Bangladesh, we pronounce this message, and this is also message or something like that. So this is message. This G is actually jaw, message, and this S is actually S, so message. This is message, that's correct. We exchange messages, so message. And this is not actually message, this is massage, this jaw, so this is massage, this is massage parlor. So we love to go to massage parlor. So this is actually massage, and we have this one in GA4. So measurement ID. So measurement ID in GA4, like that, measurement. This is decision. So this is a unique sound in Bangla. We don't have in Bangla this sound. That's why we have to practice and master this sound. Once we just master it, then it will be very easy. Otherwise it will seem like very hard one. So we have to master. So this is casual, prestige, This is massage. And we have this two pronunciations. This is as so, like sip. This is sip, drinking, which is drinking, sip. And this is sheep. People from Kolkata, they actually make this mistake. They pronounce it like sip. That's not sip, that's actually sheep. This is sheep. This sound, this one is for this sheep, and this is sip. This is sun, this is sun, and this is when you write like with h, this is shan. This is sun and this is shan. This is shoe. This is shape. So this is shape. So we have this s and sh, but this sound also can be from this s, like this sugar. This is not sugar, this is actually sugar, and this is irregular pronunciation. And I have found so far these two words which have these irregular pronunciations, and you will find some others from this family. So like this is sure, I'm sure about that, sure, assurance, insure. So those are actually words of the same family. So these two words, the base words, sugar and this sure. So they are irregular. So otherwise you will find in this pattern this sun, message, and this sheep, shan, show. So you have to be very careful to make your pronunciation elegant and very educated, so that the audience may think you are very educated in English. So I have just found these things which are very confusing, and we make a lot of mistakes. We means we Bangladeshi people. Then let me go to this part, the strategy part. So we have to watch a lot of movies, podcasts, and practice in this way. We have to go to these dictionaries to check our words. So if we check 20 or 30 words per day, it will take at least 10 minutes to check 30 words. So after 30 days, we would check 900 words. That's a big stock of words. It will happen that after 1 month you will not find a lot words to check on. Even if you continue, and after 2 months you will find no words to check on, because you will have a lot of stocks, you have already checked them. So that's important. You have to be consistent for 1 or 2 months, then you will see the miracle. Life will be very easier. So be consistent for 1 to 2 months, and then you would thank me. So I'm waiting. So just be consistent for 2 months, and then once we are just confident that we are correct in our pronunciation, at least on the 80% of the words we use, then you have passed this level 2. Then we have to level 3, and that's an advanced level. And I have already mentioned that if you are a freelancer, then you can skip this one, and if you are a passionate, then you can move on here. Then how we can proceed with this level 3, let me show. So we have to read a lot in this level. We have to read articles, novels, short stories, poetry, plays. So this depends on your choice. Any genre of literature of English you like, you have to read them. And as a digital marketer, or if you work on digital platforms, so you need to read a lot of articles related to your profession. For me, I read a lot of articles related to Google Ads, different tracking related articles. So what we do, usually we actually skim through. We don't read the whole writing, we just skim through. We look for the summary, we look for those key points, then finished. So that's not going to help you for this reading. So you have to read from the beginning to the end, and if you find any new structures, any new sentence patterns, you have to master that patterns instantly. So this is the way you can improve your structures and context. You have to read a lot. There is no other way, and of course thoroughly. Thoroughly means carefully. So you have to be very careful. then you will find this kind of structures, the difference. You will compare why this structure is like this and what is the difference, how this structure is generating a different meaning. So you have to compare. So that's the thing. So for example, this is an example of context. So if I read it, I went to the bank to deposit money, and I have another. He was sitting on the bank of the river. So this bank, the same spelling, same pronunciation, but the meaning is different depending on the context. So you understand the idea of this context and the power of this. So the bottom line is here. You have to read a lot, you have to be very careful in reading, and you have to look for the different structures of sentences and different context, and gradually you will develop these skills. So you cannot actually stop this level, because this process will go on. It will never stop. Every day you will learn this kind of sentences, this kind of context. So no, context is a huge thing. It will never stop. So that's the thing, you have to carry on. If I go back to this main page, so we would follow all these strategies, and at this level 1 we have this focus on this speaking, and we would go for these strategies, live dubbing. So anything happens in our life, we would just dub them in English. So this is the way we would live in two different worlds, Bangla world, and we have another English world. And then we would work on this level 2, this pronunciation. We would watch movies, podcasts. So this use of dictionaries, this is too powerful. So you can prefer this Cambridge dictionary and then Oxford. So both of them, just if you want to use a single one, then just go for this Cambridge. And this reading, focus on reading on this level 3. So by reading you will learn these structures and context. So this is the strategies which can actually improve your speaking. So follow at least 1 month or 2 months, and you will see the magic. So let me know in the comment box how you are following this strategy, whether they are improving your speaking skills. So let me know your improvement, and I would be very happy and love to reply to your comments and to communicate with you through these comments. So this is all for today. See you soon. Have a great day. Thank you.